Hello and welcome. My name is Vukile. We are dealing with open chords in the key of D. Now, so far we have done all the chords which are in the key of D. D itself is the root. If you count in degrees, D, E, F, G is the fourth. G is the fourth here. You've seen the G, and our A is the fifth chord, A major. And let's just follow them. So D, which is down here, is our root, and G, which is up here, is our fourth, and A is our fifth. So you can hear that. So you can hear that unmistakable sound. When the G chord, I don't know what happens when the G chord is involved in anything, it becomes very beautiful. So let's go back to this one here. We're going to take measures. We take 4 measures in the key of D. Sorry, here let's avoid this string here, the 6th string, so that we start from the like that. So we're going to take 4 measures. After taking 4 measures, we go to G. We take 4 measures there. Then we move on to A. We take 4 measures. And let's do that for, do that 2 bars. And then we repeat on the D, which is that. Okay. Now let's go. 1, 2, 3. So that's closing there. So we are closing that. We have closed that. Pretty nice there. Now, the one thing that we also have learned to close on a note, like the root or this root here, or can do. Let's close on an octave. We've learned that. So let's an octave is when you pluck 2 strings, this one and this fretted note here. That's D. So string number 4 and string number 2, plugged in an octave there. So let's do 4 bars on each. 4 measures on each for 2 bars, and we close it using our octave. Okay. In the key of D. Can do some vibrato there. Okay, ending using an octave and just vibrato one of the notes there, and you can have that feeling. Okay, so this is it. So let's practice again, and this time we're gonna take probably 4 or 5 measures. 4 bars. Now, I haven't talked to you about many other things as you play these chords. Now, as you play these chords, I want you to focus on the right hand. I might have to shift my video just a little bit, so that we know what I'm talking about here. So I'm talking about this right hand here. Let it rest a little bit on the heel, or this part of the hand can be used to mute strings so that you don't ring beyond the measures. You want to move from one chord to another. You don't want to play one chord and you're still ringing a note from a previous chord. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So the way you do that is you just touch a little bit on there so that you don't have a chord continuing to ring when you don't want it to ring at that point in time. Okay, so that technique there, just make sure you slowly learn it. Go on slowly learning it. Now, we are going to look at, in fact, we have already looked at these chords when we looked at how to play them. That's arpeggiating them. Okay, we've looked at that. Okay, now in the future we're gonna look at other chord progressions, which I'll probably do other chord progressions that you can create from the 1-4-5, and then we move from 1-4-5 to other chords which have a 1, maybe 1-2-3, or 1-2-7, or 1-3-7, or 1-5-7, 1-4-7, something like that. We can move to those chords and find out what we have in those. And let's take 2 measures and close this program. We are playing in the key of D, and the chords in the key of D, the 1-4-5, is the D, the G, and the A. Okay, so here we go. 4 measures on each chord. Let me tell you something. The most boring part of the guitar is when you can't change from chord to the other. That's the only boring place of part of playing your guitar. The other parts are when you can change chords, at least 3 chords. If you can change at least 3 chords, then you can advance on, and you can lay your hands on any other chord that is challenging. The chords that are more challenging than these ones that I'm showing you, and we're going to explore them, find out how easily we can do that, and learn them. Thank you very much. I think in the next program we will deal with the 5 major scale shapes that we find on any key. 5 major scale shapes. We will learn how to play them, and we relate them to a chord as well. So that's what I want to do in the next programs. Now we'll be going inside, we'll be starting from inside, so that you start from inside, and we'll also show at a later stage the open major scale chords, major scales, right here. Thank you very much. My name is Vukile. I'll meet you in the next tutorial as we deal with scales there. Cheers.